Hello everyone, welcome to Headlines of the Day. This is 15th of June 2022 and we are back again with some of the major articles from the Indian Express. Let's begin our today's discussion. From the very first page from GS3 Economy section, there are two articles. The first article is headlined as IT flagged misreporting of rupees 1.06 crore. Black money SIT judge opted for amnesty scheme. From this article, you have to know about the amnesty scheme and Vivad Se Vishwas scheme, their objectives and progress. Another article in which the Prime Minister office says 10 lakh government jobs in mission mode in 18 months. From this article, you have to know about the Prime Minister of India's announcement to recruit 10 lakh people in mission mode over the next 1.5 years and what is the rationale behind this move. Moving on page number 10 and 14, there are two articles that talks about the Agnipath scheme. So first one is headlined as a reform called the Agnipath scheme. This is editorial article, and another one, what is the Agnipath scheme, on page number 14. From these articles, you have to know what is the Agnipath scheme, the eligibility criteria, what happens after selection, how will the scheme benefit the armed forces and the recruits, key analysis, and what is the possible scenario ahead. Moving further on page number 1 from GS2 International Relations. So it is about India, Israel, US and UAE, which are called I2U2. So the summit will be held next month. So the US President Joe Biden will host a virtual summit with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett, UAE President Mohammed bin Zayed from 13th of July to the 16th of July. From this article, you have to know about the new grouping, that is I2U2 and its members. Moving further on page number 11 from GS3 Economy section. Now this article talks about the RBI inflation curve. So the RBI Misdiagnosis. Central bank has been behind the inflation curve. Its mistake were never corrected or even challenged. So the article is written by Mr. Arvind Subramaniam and Josh Fellman. From these articles, you have to know why is there recent upsurge in food and fuel prices, India's inflation problem, consequences of high inflation, the inflation targeting regime, RBI's estimates, how RBI keeps inflation under control, issues and concerns, and what needs to be done in this particular context. Moving further on page number 11 from GS2 International Relations, there's an article that says the expansion game. So the article is written by Mr. Gurjeet Singh. Now this article is about China wanting a larger BRICS to challenge the existing international order. From this article, you have to know what are the key outcomes of meeting of BRICS Foreign Ministers Summit. Why is China taking the lead and setting the agenda for BRICS expansion? What are the likely criterion that could emerge to guide the process of inducting new members into BRICS, the response of other BRICS members, key analysis, and what is the possible scenario ahead? Moving further on page number 13 from GS3 Economy section, there's an article, over 84% of temporary visitors moved due to COVID-linked factors. From these articles, you have to know what are the major findings of the Migration in India 2020-21 report, released by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Moving further on page number 13 from GS2 Polity and Governance, another article, two states walk out of NPS. Now Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh stop contributing to the fund. And here we are talking about the National Pension System that is managed by the Pension Fund Regularity and Development Authority. From this article, you have to know about the National Pension Scheme, its features and objectives. Moving further on page number 14, from a miscellaneous point of view, there is another article that talks about the Glossar Shipwreck, its importance in history. So from this article, you have to know what is known about the Gloucester's last voyage, what happened in aftermath of the sinking, why is the discovery significant. On page number 14 from GS1 Art and Culture, there's an article that talks about the holy relics of Buddha. So the significance of holy relics of Buddha sent on exposition to Mongolia. From this article, you have to know about the sacred relics of Buddha, the Kapilvastu relics, and their importance. Well, with this, we call it a wrap of today's edition of Headlines of the Day, the Indian Express. I hope you liked the video. We will see you with more such videos. Till then, take care and do stay tuned.